Heyo everybody and welcome back to some more DRG. Today, the first idea that popped into my head is the video that we're doing, which is Dumbfire Loki. It's been a long time since I've even attempted to do this build. The last time that I did it was, it's in the worst builds, which is where this video is going to be placed, the playlist-wise. So go take a look at the worst builds. It's somewhere in there. I forget what it was, but it was like ECR Loki with the restriction that I couldn't lock on, and some other things. So, about this build with Dumbfire Loki. The only overclock that actually works with Dumbfire Loki is Eraser, because you get an expanded magazine size. That's it. That's the only reason that it works. The other part doesn't even do anything. Every other overclock on Loki requires you to lock on in some way, and most of the mods require you to lock on in some way. Tier 1 is both options work for Dumbfire Loki. Tier 2 is garbage fire whenever it comes to Dumbfire Loki. I don't know why you would want to Dumbfire this gun, but you know, people do want to Dumbfire, so might as well make a build for them, right? Tier 3, two options work. There is electrochemical rounds, and there is super blow-through rounds. Both of these are viable options for Dumbfire Loki, because a lot of the time your secondary weapon is going to be running out of ammo, because the problem with this is that you can't spend ammo fast enough because the rate of fire on Loki is iffy. It is a fire-on-release gun, so the rate of fire is just going to be wildly bouncing back and forth between maybe okay and really bad, and the fact that you have, you need to click 100 and actually 220 times is something else. Now, Tier 4 also doesn't work, and then Tier 3, you would think also doesn't work. That's a wrong. We have Fear Frequency. Fear Frequency actually works with Dumbfire Loki. It's terrible, but it does work. It's better than nothing. So what does Fear Frequency do? Well, every time you press the fire button on Dumbfire Loki, it'll release a pulse within 2.14 meters or something of you that deals a 15% chance to fear. Now, on most bugs, that is going to be a 7.5% chance per bullet fired to fear the bug within 2 meters of you. So, like, almost kissing range, because bugs have a range of 1.5 meters to bite you or, slap you or do whatever the heck they want to you. So it's almost kissing range to the bugs, but it's not quite. And of course, if you actually, charge up the shot, it gets bigger and bigger and also has a better, more powerful fear. I think it's like 15% chance per bullet is added on, so eventually you can get that to, above 200, which means it guarantee fears any bug. It's a decent mod whenever you start, Executioner can take it. Problem is, Executioner, there's literally 20% more damage, so why would you ever take Fear, alright? The Fear frequency is just in the wrong tier for what it is. If I were to build Loki, first I would change it to be this right here, all of these options, throw them all out, alright? You now have two options, and that is specifically for the targeting software of Loki. You can either have the single target targeting software or the multi-target targeting software of how it actually distributes out the locks. And that would either be macro lens, which would be single target, and whenever you get multiple bugs in the targeting zone, it will single out a single bug and then put as many locks as it can on that bug and then move on to the next one if you have any locks available, that is. And then smart targeting would be it would still exist, all right? And then the other one, which would be the swarm clear one, would be the wider lens, not the actual wider lens, it would just be zoom lens, and then it would actually place targets like how Loki normally does, which is you see like 3 bugs, and then 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. That's how Loki works right now. That is the biggest problem I have with Loki. Of course, I highly doubt people would actually take the Swarm Clear option, so the Swarm Clear option would have to come with some more ammo, just because Loki needs ammo whenever you want to think about it with Swarm Clear in mind. And then, of course, that would mean explosive chemical rounds would be a lot better, but you just nerf more, you just take the ammo away from explosive chemical rounds when using that specific mod. We already have mods that do different things with some overclocks, like, what is it, the supercooling chamber. When you take the weak point mod, the weak point mod is now 60% instead of 20%. We can just start doing that for some mods on some overclocks. Yes, it will be a lot more complicated, but it's for the balance of the game, and that needs to be introduced in some capacity to some other overperforming mods or some underperforming mods. In any case, this is the build that we're going with, Smart Rifle. It's not very good. It is a big toss-up between Electrochem and Super Blow-Through, because I will be shooting at bugs just all the time. This is going to be a consistent 20% extra damage because I have Bosco, and Bosco is going to trigger the electricity on me. So, it's really like, do I take, what is it, Volatile Impact Reactor and get the extra 20% and deal with the bugs, and hopefully not really want to deal with a bunch of swarms that Super Blow-Through rounds can be better at. And I think this is what I'm going to take on it. I did want to take some Inferno Breach, but I think Inferno Breach just won't have enough ammo for it, because I only get, what, 21 shots? Yeah, I only get 21 shots for that, and Loki isn't able... If I take this, I'm definitely taking Super Blow-Through rounds. If I take this, I am taking the other one. That's really simple. Anyway, and also I'm taking SSGs, because SSGs are the most consistent nade in the game, and, you know, ignore the last video, which was RJ, where I tossed them out and none of them appeared. Anyway, let's get into the video. Wait, what is this? What is this deep scan? This deep scan is locate and extract Morkite seeds and scan 2 resonance crystals as its sub-objective? Okay. Sure, and it's Backbreaker Scouts. Stouts. That's not very good. Alright, so I've picked a deep scan in Dense Biozone, because Dense Biozone is going to make me want to commit the kill all jellies. Hi, everybody. Okay, listen, I can see your mouth right there. Your mouth is a weak point. I have base armor break, dude. So, one of the benefits of having Loki is that it automatically has base armor break on it, which means I get to dumpster stingtails and all that. The problem with it is that it doesn't get the benefit of taking an armor break mod. Yeah, that's just... Oh, wonderful. Hey, could I get a little bit of help here? And by a little bit of help here, I mean, that's hitting me? That's kind of insane. Alright, well, this is already going kind of well. We have Zeta and Rio, dude? Rio! I don't know what I've... Got fucking stunned. Oh, alright. And there's 2 of them. Alright, this is going fantastically well already. Can you be lit on fire? No, is the answer. Fucking... This is how it feels to fight MCR Praetorians. That is how he got stunned immediately as... Oh my god, I'm gonna strangle my turrets. Could you... Only, you know what's better about this? Is that he could actually be slowed down. Okay, just fucking die, please. Okay, there's a breeder that we need to deal with. I don't know where the freak the breeder is. I can think I see him. Or her, or it. It's a bug, alright? It doesn't matter what its fucking gender is. It's soon gonna be dead, is what its gender is gonna be. In the ground? Wait, we need to find a total of 8 crystals. Oh my god. And I don't know which ones... And I don't know which ones will contribute to the actual progress of the mission, and which ones are just like, oh yeah, you found a crystal. I assume the Rio and Zeta are... Rao and Zeta, I think is what it is. Contribute to the... Yeah, that's a solid no from me, fam. I don't want to deal with all of your bullshit. Yeah, this is... So, spoiler alert, I've already played a round with this build, and it went about as well as you can expect, which was, I failed the mission. But I'm going to say that was because of the lithophage modifier that we got, and, you know, I think it's another time to take a look at the lithophage modifier in normal missions in MCR, because it is... definitely a special... It's definitely special mission type, alright? Another thing that has happened in my life is we watched the Batman and Harley Quinn movie. That was the first one that I've done, okay. We watched the Batman and Harley Quinn movie, which came out in 2017, maybe? I think that's whenever it came out. And it was... I am watching a Batman movie, so I'm expecting, you know, animated violence and all that. What I didn't expect, some of the time, whenever, you know, you watch one of these movies, is that they just straight up kill a man. And I'm just like, okay, it looks like DC, or not... Oh, what a wonderful time. It looks like, you know, something from DC, like Justice League at the moment. And then I just see a man get splattered on screen, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. They didn't show him actually dying. They just showed a, you know, a mace coming down for his face, and they met playfully off screen. So, that was not jarring. Oh my god, that's, you know... I can't do that. Okay, well, thank you for pushing me away from my own hubris. Oh, there's bugs coming from this way as well. That's nice. Enjoy that one. I really don't think they're going to be enjoying that. You know, they're kind of on fire. And this guy's still fucking alive. Alright. And the thing about... How did you start hitting me, dude? What is going on? What is the bug's mind thinking about whenever they start running at me and they're all gonna be on fire and they're all dying horribly? You know, the brain can't comprehend what a bug thinks about. It really doesn't. So after the, like, sudden jarring of this man being paced before me, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of the darker things where they're gonna be... That's a bit cursed. Stop running that. Oh, yeah, my power attack just gets eaten. Oh, Lord. What the fuck am I doing here? Please die. Okay. Nothing else in this room, please? Thank you, I guess? I don't know where that breeder is, but I'm gonna try and build one of my turrets. I know people keep saying to me, you should bring quick build to prevent things like this where you can actually build your turrets in the middle of the swarm. I don't think it really matters, because if I do get a proper setup, there's a fucking leech, holy god. I didn't see it, I just looked around and saw the tentacle because I'm talking over the music, because the music's lower for some reason. Let me go turn that up real quick, thank you. I don't know if that affects you guys at all, but it makes a difference here. Okay, listen, why are you guys just hanging out, alright? Okay, that's a little bit rude. Yeah, why are you guys hanging out? I don't know. So anyway, the next scene that I really thought that this was something different than normal Justice League or normal Batman was they're looking for Harley Quinn because Poison Ivy is doing some things, and it's like, we need to go check their known associates. And it's like, that means Harley Quinn. Go find her, Nightwing. Nightwing's design is super cursed. I do not like the fact that I can see his eyeballs. He has, like, you know they wear those masks and you can't see their freaking eyes, right? So imagine having that white and still being able to see their eyes because they did, like, a little like, black circle. It's not black circle. It's like a outline. It's like a... It's a penciled-in black circle, if that makes any sense at all. So, that is what Nightwing looks like. So he goes and finds Harley Quinn at a Supergirls thing. Imagine it being Hooters, alright? That's literally what I got the impression of. It's just Hooters only with buxom super babes and super villains. And that's... Showing off those goods is something else to be seen in what I imagine to be slightly for children. But now I fully expect it not to be for children after that man got splattered. And also, you know, the super babes. And then, you know... That's a oppressor, I believe. I think that's an oppressor. I don't actually know. It might be a bulk detonator. I'm about to walk into some freaking justice, dude. Anyway, what I'm trying to get around to is that it was a decent movie all around. They said cuss words a lot, and they also, well, Harley did. And they also had a section where I'm like, why does this section exist? This is literally the writer's barely disguised fetish right then and there. Why? That's kind of rude. Why? Oh, it's... Like, man, I don't even want to fucking speak about it. It's so fucking cursed. If you've seen the movie, you know what section I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the movie, just fucking skip it, because it doesn't do anything. Oh my god, I forgot that you fucking existed. That is a wave coming in. I don't have my turrets, currently, and that slasher is really fucking fast. Oh, and I'm also slowed. I mean, I'm not slowed anymore. I could be slowed. Wow, already I'm out of ammo, and by already, I mean, it's kind of expected to be... Oh, lord, you exist. I don't know why you exist. Am I out of ammo? Well, now I am. Oh, am I actually out of... just... Oh, fuck. Okay, this is a little bit of dire straits, because I'm currently in the middle of being attacked by a bunch of... You don't matter. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him. Alright, well... We didn't set up my turrets yet again. That is hell coming in for me. Yeah, that was a bad decision. Don't worry, it'll all be rectified here very soon. Because they're not going to hit me, and I have some red sugar down here that I know about. Now, the problem is that they're still all alive, and Bosco is giving me 20% extra damage on those goo bombers. I also want to go put my turrets down. Fine, I guess I'll just run back down here and put down my turrets here. Also, Rio's down here, so I guess I should just be down here in the first place. Hi, Goo Bomber. You're gonna do the Goo Bomber thing? Oh, shit. I guess he's being frozen. Pull me over there, actually. I don't want to be here anymore. I regret wanting to be over here. Can the Goo Bomber not be alive? I mean, the Goo Bomber's, like, helping me and also hindering me at the same time. Oh, there's a fucking warden. What a wonderful time. Yeah, I didn't want to go up there anyway. Alright, where's that warden? So I can kill it with, This Stingtail needs to go away. And then the warden, which is somewhere... I don't actually know where the warden is at the moment. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Like, I feel like I am decently managing the swarm instead of struggling versus the swarm. Can we... Bosco, can you start shooting at the warden? And also, can there not be swarmers? I didn't realize that there were swarmers in this mission, and I regret finding out that there is swarmers during this mission. I should really just refill that turret, huh? Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. That is a good idea. It doesn't matter how much damage I take during this swarm because I am just going to go get a resupply anyway. So, like, who cares? You know what I love in this game? Is when the resonance crystals don't make a noise. There you go. And so you just have to scrounge around trying to find them. My favorite thing. Also, I think this is not... I think this is the extra resonance crystal. It's not the proper resonance crystal. Kappa? Oh my god. But it's not like I can go for the actual ones right now. I'm kind of... You know what? That's Pog. I do kind of know that already in this mission... What is it? Volatile Impact Reactor has kind of just stolen the show. Because that's what I'm using mostly, especially because... It's just that Dumbfire Loki is... It does damage, alright? It just doesn't get that damage out, you know, very fast. Also, how many more do I have to go? I have to do 2 more, and then I start actually getting into the secondary objective. I wonder if the secondary objective is required? Can Bosco deal with that before I have to shoot it? Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that can just have all of that. Hopefully that just, like, kills everything and I don't have to shoot it at all. Yeah, that was wishful thinking. That was also wishful thinking that there wasn't going to be a swarm. I need to go this way? Wait, hold up. Where am I going? So I need to look up. You know, gamers don't look up, alright? Oh, hello. You happen to be right where I want to fight. And by happen to be... Oh, fuck. That's nice. Yeah, that's... It's fine, don't worry about it. Bosco, can you help? You know what, he tried. He absolutely and unequivocally tried to get me some help. He was a little bit late to the party, though. I have to respect it, though. Alright, that guy, get him out of here. I know he's a freaking stingtail, and he's absolutely gonna blow my brains out, dude. Okay, that's just a dead bug. Can this, Thank you, Bosco. Hi. Hello, Oppressor. I'm so glad you could join the club. This is the wrong way to be going. This is also a certain place where people would say, scream at me to use dash, and I'm just like, I've forgotten the fact that dash exists. If you really want to know. How do you guys... Why are you guys still alive? I don't... Dude, I'm just running around pretending to know what I'm doing, and it's somehow working, alright? Alright, let's go kill this Oppressor, because the Oppressor's just gonna... Actually, the Oppressor's dead. Alright, maybe, you know, who cares about that? Also, yeah, I really am glad that I took this build over... What is it? Over Inferno, because this build just has so much more ammo to deal with them, because I just need to spend just a tiny amount of ammo to deal with a large sum of bugs, because you'll just light them on fire and kill them. You know, what is your favorite NG primary? Because they're really just all so different to each other. I think mine would have to be pump action, just because it's freaking pump action. The next one would probably just be some sort of Loki, because Loki is I bet, boring to build weapon, because really the choice is entirely dependent on your overclock, and then the choices in that overclock are, did you take ACR, then you're taking ammo, alright? If you're taking any other, you're taking damage, because it just provides a bigger bonus. Where the hell am I going? This way, okay. And then, like, okay, you took Executioner, you're taking Tier 2, because of just how much of a benefit it provides. Alright, where the hell am I going? And then there's, like, some people that take super blow-through rounds for whatever reason, even though that you're skipping out on 20 to 40 extra damage, because super blow-through rounds on any other weapon would be, you know, an auto take. It's really good, alright? Now, the only weapons that have super blow-through rounds are Bulldog from Gunner, Boomstick from Scout, and Loki from Engineer. And then technically all driller weapons besides Sludge have super blow-through rounds, but like that's getting... Where is this? Oh, I don't get my resonance crystal scanner thing. So I need to find these things by wandering around in the cave and listening to, like, the pings that are happening, because they are happening, it's just not actually happening. That is a recipe for me not to do this. So usually it's an auto take. Now, the problem is that super blow-through rounds is in very competitive tiers. It is in Loki, it's competitive to Smart, which is not a competition, and it's competitive to plus 40% extra damage over, like, very easy scenarios. The easy scenarios are, very simply, if the target is shocked or under an IFG effect, is the target on fire, which is, those are super easy things to just trigger on any bug ever. The next thing is, like, Loki, on specifically Loki, it's a gun where it's not going to be firing straight all the time. And that's the biggest problem with it, and possibly a benefit. If you, like, are a 4D gamer and can realize that, you know, after I hit the thing this way, it is now just going to be going into, like, the group of bugs, maybe you're a 4D gamer and you can do that. The problem is that that's starting to go into Swarm Clear, and Loki is really bad at that. It really is. So, just, it's an added benefit that's not really needed in most Loki builds. Oh. Well, the perform deep scan didn't even trigger enough. Okay, well, I guess I'm not getting the secondary. That's fine. Okay, so this is the final resonance crystal in the mission. How do I know that? Well, I've already done all of them. This is the last one, alright? Just take my pinky promise on that. So we're gonna see if we actually do get the secondary objective, because I have done every single deep scan. It's just, it didn't count it for whatever reason. I mean, I understand why it wouldn't count it, because it's part of the primary objective, and you do the primary objective first, and then it probably just bugs out the system. Yep, that's it. I did all of them. Do we have any more beeping? I need to listen. Nope, the beeping is gone, so we just don't get the... We don't get the sub-objective, or whatever it is. Alright, so time to start the Drillevator. We do have the Spiraling Drillevator mod, which will make this a little bit more difficult or a little bit better. I don't know. We're gonna find out whenever we start spiraling. And I don't really know how to place my turrets during this, because, like, eventually they're just gonna be facing a wall no matter what. So I think the best way to place my turrets, like, during this is like this, so at least I have some coverage all the time. It's a little bit iffy on that one, because my turrets don't have that much range. They are Defender, after all, and they're not Mark IIs. But this, I think, is the best option to be doing this. We also have Swarmers, so already I regret jumping off of the... I regret jumping off of that already. And we also have Elites, so there is... We're hitting compacted granite. This is the time to get back onto it. Do that, and then jump back on. Alright. And start repairing the Drillevator. Now, the problem with the Drillevator is my secondary weapon doesn't really work here. The volatile impact reactor part. But we do have... That's a little bit horrifying. I need you to be reloaded so you can start shooting those idiots, please. Hi, Swarmer. That's nice. Don't fucking grab me. Don't send me into Shanghai, dude. Wherever you are. Can you fire at him and kill him? Okay, we did it. Okay, let's jump off real quick. Why are we jumping off real quick? So that I'm actually in threat of the bugs, because the bugs don't really like dealing. Oh, wonderful. That's a slasher. We're just gonna pretend that slasher doesn't exist. So the bugs don't really like dealing with the spiraling Drillevator, which is why, like, as an option, I can definitely do a faster bugs. Oh my god, can we not? Okay, that one's fixed. This one needs to be fixed. And then the next one also needs to be fixed. And it also makes it so that I need to go and... Can we talk about these flying bugs, please? Like, I understand that why they're flying. I just don't like the fact that they are flying, alright? That's really the biggest issue. Does it matter for anything? No, it doesn't matter for anything. I don't want to be here anymore. Also, when we hear the drill impact the ground... It overheated. Yeah. Let's get this shit on the road, huh? Now I need to build this one. That's a little bit horrifying. You need to build this one as well. I'm still getting bit, which is kind of surprising. I'm also out of turret. Oh, we're done. Oh, no. This is going to be a little bit harrowing. I don't know how I didn't get hit by that slasher. Just go. Just go down, please. Thank you. Oh, get absolutely destroyed, bugs. And now they're just those swarmers are stuck in the air. They're not coming. They're not coming down ever. Also, why is there an Omeron Heartstone here? I thought that was an Omeron. I thought that was an Omeron Heartstone bed for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me. We just not deal with any of that. I like how I still have most of my ammo for Loki. I mean, I used probably half of it, but the other weapon probably had less. Who knows? Nobody knows. My turrets are just out, which is nice. That's what you want from turrets. If you get them to be absolutely deleted in the ammo reserves, that means you've had full value from them. Unlike some of the time that you play with Loki, or not Loki, engineer turrets. Why is there so many just on the ground? I couldn't have destroyed that many, right? Alright, and let's get the heck out of here, dude. This was a fun mission. It could have gone a lot worse, as evidenced by the last mission that I did, which was a lithophage, where I basically got absolutely deleted by the lithophage. Where am I going? I'm still going up. This thing just goes, doesn't it? Is this the correct place? Yes, it is. Alright. So, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. I'm also going the completely wrong direction. It comes with the territory of being lost, I guess.